On this episode of Did Y'all See, we'll be discussing Kat Graham lightly shading Jada Pinkett, Nicki Minaj will not be attending the BET Awards, and how we all love black hair. Get into all this tea on Did Y'all See. Hey you guys, thank you for watching another episode of Did Y'all See. I'm here with my ladies, Danae B and Tiffany M Battle, and we're just gonna go ahead and jump into this week's hot topics. Starting off with Kat Graham and Jada Pinkett. Did y'all see that Kat Graham responded to Jada Pinkett's comments that her depiction in the new Tupac movie were not true? However, Jada did praise Kat's performance and said that this was not her fault at all. Since then, Kat has spoken out saying that she was surprised by Jada's statements since she had reached out to her over a year ago to make sure she portrayed the role correctly. She even spoke to her a week before the movie premiered and said she had nothing but support for her in the film. So what do we think about this, ladies? Should Kat have just kept silent? Is Jada being a little shady?
I think there's something more going on. I feel Kat, I understand that, because I would be confused as well to get the buy-off a year and a half ago or a year ago, and then to get the buy-off a week before the movie premieres, and then all of a sudden Jada goes to Twitter and like goes in on the movie. I would be a little bit like, wait, Jada, what just happened?
But she congratulated her. She told her she did a good job on her performance. Yeah. So my thing is, did Jada know the script? Did she know how the story was going to play out? She didn't want to take part of the film because she said it was too painful for her. So maybe she just gave her the blessings of making sure that she got her mannerisms correctly, how she interacted and things like that. She just didn't know the full story, the nuances of the story. So I'm thinking maybe Jada just didn't mesh with the script. But how she did it though.
And she could have just congratulated her on getting the role. Oh, yeah. Congratulations, girl.
Awesome.
Shout out to you for being able to play me in this movie. And if it's touchy for her, she probably didn't look at the script. She probably didn't ask questions. Okay, how am I going to be portrayed in this movie? What is the story that's going to be told? Maybe she was just like, okay, I'll just wait and see. And then she did see that they juiced it up a little. They added in those missing, those missing parts that no one knows, that's untold, that the world may never know because the relationship was so private. And they just, maybe now it's affecting her. Like, okay, y'all don't know that I ever went to a show. We didn't have an argument. We didn't, where are y'all getting this from? So
it's a better format and a better form of delivery than Twitter to millions of fans that can affect the success of the movie. I think there's another way that she could have dealt that news. That's all I'm saying.
That's true.
But those are the times we live in.
So we want to know how you guys feel. Leave your opinions down in the comment box. And did you go see the movie? Did you like it? We want to know. Let's jump into the next topic. Nicki Minaj announced on her Instagram that the only award show she will be attending this month is the NBA Awards. The post came across kind of shady. I wonder if there's any beef between BET and Nicki Minaj. Like, what's going on with that? So she did not attend last year, but she has won Best Female Artist every year since 2010. So how do you feel about her posting and announcing she will only be showing up to the NBA Awards?
If you're not going, just don't go. Like, when you don't go to church in the morning, you don't be like, hey, Lord, I'm not coming today. Like, you just don't show up. Hashtag meet me at brunch. Nobody, we don't need to know that. So you're trying to get your followers and all of your barbs to not tune into the BET Awards? Like, why?
Yeah. It was definitely shady. It was definitely meant to be a sting towards BET. Not sure what's happening behind the scenes. I don't know if Remy, you know what? People could be doing things for the ratings, like if they bringing on Remy Ma and they bringing on Nicki at the same time. Nicki's like, I ain't trying to be a part of that. Y'all trying to start some drama for your ratings. I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm speculating. It could be. So it just sounds like she's not here for whatever's going on, and the post was super shady.
Yeah.
Super shady.
And get it together, Nicki, okay? Stop being shady all the time. On this week's What Would You Do?, an article on MadameNoire has been receiving a lot of attention. One of the writers told a story about how one of her friends told her to pick a mate carefully so their children would not have carpet hair. What would you do? Because I'll tell you what I would do. I would pull up, be like, oh, what's up? you ready to go? Because why do you hate yourself, sis? And why are you spewing this hate with me? I don't need this negativity in my life. I love my carpet hair, even if she's saying it with a negative connotation.
It's very negative. And it makes people feel bad about themselves. It makes kids feel bad about themselves because those conversations carry. Like, they carry. And kids go to school, they say stuff like that to their friends. They think that about themselves, and then they hate themselves. That it's just terrible. Like, why?
What is our stigma with this good hair, bad hair in the community? I'm gonna target a certain race so my child can have good hair. Like, what is that about?
The fact that she's like low-key like breeding herself.
Yes.
So she's targeting a specific race or someone that has a specific hair texture, so that she can breed the child that she deems beautiful, that society has told her what is beautiful. When really we can control that narrative for ourselves and tell ourselves we're beautiful instead of spewing this hate to our own black sisters or our black males doing this to us, and we're just allowing the cycle to continue of self-hate. It's ridiculous.
It's terrible.
And it needs to be stopped.
It needs to be stopped. Whoever wrote this, drop it or educate her, because
she doesn't love herself.
She needs self-love. Best love is self-love. So we have a new segment this week called Is This Petty? We all know the importance of drinking water every day, but the internet found a very interesting way to motivate you to increase your daily water intake, and it involves the ladies of Destiny's Child. And when we say ladies, we mean each and every member. And of course, Beyonce would end up at the very bottom, and for extra motivation, you can't miss the "who you trying to be" query on the side. Whatever it takes to hydrate, but if you could put a bit more respect on Michelle's name, ladies, is this petty?
It's super petty, and they stay coming for Michelle every single week. Why?
Like, the whole thing with LaToya is ranked above Michelle when she didn't even make the final cut of the group.
Or Michelle.
Like, why come for Michelle like that?
Michelle.
They're all lovely ladies. What water level would you drink to? Like, what would be your motivation?
I don't think I could drink a gallon of water a day, even with the motivation.
I would have to like be by somebody's bathroom at all times.
The jug is so petty. The jug is so petty.
Why they can't let these ladies rest? Just let it go.
Keeping with the Destiny's Child thing, Miss Kelly Rowland is keeping quiet when it comes to questions about Beyonce and the new Carter babies. And in case you didn't catch the memo, Kelly Rowland posted this video on her Snapchat.
Kelly, will you just answer one Beyonce question? Kelly, come on, just one question about babies. No! Kelly, we know you know about the babies. No.
Is this petty? I think it was called for.
It's so not petty.
Yeah.
At all. They stay asking Kelly about Beyonce. Kelly will be promoting a book. Here's my new book. Well, can you tell us about Beyonce? Like, it's
every
rude.
Second, every moment.
This was a nice way to do it.
It was very called for.
Very cute.
I want one of those.
I do. I want a no button.
No button.
No.
Different variations of how to say it.
I want a no button.
Yeah.
I'm carrying a no button around.
I'm here for it.
I think it was cute.
I love Kelly.
It was very cute. Very well done.
Kelly's my best friend.
So let us know what you think. On this week's cold tea, real cold, is ice in the cup. All right, Kenya Moore recently jumped the broom. All right, Real Housewives of Atlanta star, if you are not familiar. So basically, she told MadameNoire in May that she will keep her relationships private from here on out after Matt. And then now we see on Instagram her destination wedding. How do you feel about this, especially after a few months of her saying that she's going to keep things private? You feel like this is like a storyline?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's looking for her next paycheck.
It's definitely a storyline.
Relevancy.
She's trying to say what Nene is coming back, and Kenya's like, you're not about to kick me off this show. I will be relevant. I will have a
forever.
She doesn't need this. Like, she's a character within herself. She has all of these different personalities
but
that she
all
can
of
give
her
us.
storylines revolve around a man. It's always a new man.
But
every season, there's always drama.
Okay, that was cold tea. I'm sorry, y'all had to drink that. How do you guys feel about Kenya's new antics for this season? Okay, so we hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode of Did Y'all See? Make sure you stay connected with us so you can make sure you see what we're talking about every week, all right? Subscribe, click that red button, comment down below, engage with us, and make sure you're following us on all social media platforms. MadameNoire.com, etc., etc., etc. See you next week. Oh.